This is Moshe, the Electric Israeli, and thank you for joining my channel. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to all my patrons. Today, I want to share with you a fascinating video interview of Ron Barron. He was on CNBC with Becky and Joe and Andrew. Interview about, he talked about Tesla for more than 5 minutes, about the fact that he sold 1.8 million shares of Tesla stock. Why did he do that? How painful it was for him, and about other things. So let's watch a few snippets, and then I'm going to come back and tell you my reaction. There's some big piece of news, two big pieces of news in that interview. Here's Ron.
In the past 6 months, we've sold about 1.7 million out of our 8 million shares that we held. And we sold them between $450 and $900 a share, average $660, $670. And so we still own 75% of our stock. I'm hopeful we hold that for a very long, actually more than 75%. I'm hopeful that we can hold that for a number of years. I think that in 10 years, our target is $2,000 a share. And I think that could be light by maybe $500 or $1,000 a share. So we're looking for a lot more. When we started talking with you about this in 2014, when we were buying the stock, I told you that I thought that we would make at least 20 times our money. We have made 20 times. We've now made 15 or 16 times our money. I think there's another triple to go because it was up 20 times. And it became a very large percentage of some accounts. So I happen to own 1,115,000 shares personally. I haven't sold a single share, and I don't expect to for another 10 years. But for clients, I sold 27% of their stock, 25% of their stock. And I said that, and I told Elon that I was the last in. I bought it for all my clients first. And I said I was in 2016 when I was totally filled on the accounts that I could buy for at our firm, and I couldn't convince other people to buy more. Then I invested for my firm in this company, and I think I'm going to hold it another 10 years at least. And the reason we sold was a risk management idea where it became a very large percentage of two funds that I manage, two focused funds that I manage, became over 50% of those funds' assets. And I thought that risk mitigation was appropriate. And at the same time, one of those funds, Barron Partners Fund, it was $2.8 billion 3 years ago in assets, and it has a $1 billion line of credit, and we had employed $750 million. And when it went up sharply, I thought that it was appropriate to reduce the risk of this portfolio, to bring down that as a percentage of the fund, and at the same time to pay off all the debt. So we went from $750 million of borrowings to less than $100 million. And reduce the position in the account from over 5 million shares to 4 million one. It was painful selling every single share, since I think we're going to make, so my hurdle is to buy a stock. We're trying to invest and make 50% over 3 or 4 years, and double in 5 or 6 years. And I think we're going to make a triple in this company over the next 10 years. And so it meets the hurdle rate, and you pay taxes when you sell. So it was, and the prospects are brighter than they've ever been. I think it's much more likely they'll be able to go from 500,000 cars a year to 20 million. It's much easier to do that than to go from 0 to 500,000 cars. So I don't want to spend all the time in Tesla, but let me just give a couple things. That number one, I think that, so Elon has said that the autonomous driving, which he believes is going to be effective by the end of the year, he thinks that alone is going to be worth $500 billion to $1 trillion in 10 years, just the autonomous driving feature. And that's good. It's going to be a subscription business. My guess is, right now you buy a car, it costs you $10,000 to have autonomous driving. And at some point, I think that you'll probably pay $100 a month. And there'll be 20 million cars a year sold, I hope. And all the cars that had been sold before. It could be in 10 years, it could be a $40 billion a year revenue business, growing very rapidly because you're going to be adding more cars. There's a billion cars that you have to replace ultimately with electric cars. So he's got a really big runway in front of him, and this is going to be a highly valued business. That's So that alone is worth the present price of the stock in 10 years. In addition to that, you're going to get a business in Tesla that I think could be doing $600 billion a year of revenues and making $200 billion a year of gross profit. You get that for free. A battery business that can be doing just about as much in revenues and a little bit less in profits. You get that for free. An insurance business, you get that for free. You get a ride share business, you get that for free. You get the solar roof business, you get that for free. So the opportunity here, when I'm describing $2,000 as a target price in 10 years, I think it could actually be more than that.
I think Ron made some groundbreaking news. First of all, the reason he, in my opinion, not in my opinion, he actually said it himself, that he sold 1.8 million shares, is because for a fiduciary responsibility, you're not allowed to have so many shares of a fund concentrated on one stock, especially in the last a month or so, when the stock market is so volatile and Tesla stock has been up and down like crazy. So that is very interesting that he said that. It makes sense, as much as it pained him to actually sell so many shares of Tesla stock, not his own, but his investors themselves who are participating in his funds. Also, very interesting that he talked about the Tesla full self-drive on a subscription model, and he actually named the price, named $100 a month. I think $100 a month would be an amazing price for so many people to participate in it. There will be a lot of people, in my opinion, me included, who will participate in $100 monthly subscription, especially if it will be on a monthly basis, meaning you can cancel anytime you want. You don't have to commit, let's say, for 6 months or a whole year. You know what I mean? Like a contract. Nobody likes that. So that will be really interesting. And of course, the way he describes, especially at the end, the way this is going to describe how Tesla's business, you call that, you get it for free. That was very interesting phrasing. You get for free Tesla solar and Tesla robotaxi and Tesla power walls and Tesla ride sharing, and on we go, as component, like a cake, layers of cake components to the business. Like you bought, I don't know, shares of Ford, and that's all they do, make cars and sell them. Not here. You get the car, you get the solar, you get the ride sharing, you get the solar roof, not only the solar panels, you get the power wall, you get the robotaxi, and on you go. It's incredible. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoy listening to Ron Baron. He's awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Put your comments below. I'll see you tomorrow.